Good day to you, Sag. Welcome to my channel. I'm Chrissy. Thank you for joining me. Thank you for subscribing to my channel. If you have already subscribed, you might want to hit that little bell. That way it'll let you know when I do upload. And I've been on hiatus for a little while. But here I am, ready to read for you for this month of November. So for this month of November, the sun is in Scorpio, right? And I'm reading on the new moon in Scorpio in October for this November series. So, just bringing through some of the energy. And I'm going to shuffle. I want to pull a guidance card for you, too. So you'll hear some shuffling as I kind of talk. As you're coming into this month, though, I feel like for you coming through overall, for the overall month, it's time to lay down some of the burdens for yourself. You might be carrying too much of a heavy load. And I see you being busy for November with this card. But there's some chapter that's kind of seeing its way through. You're tired of dealing with maybe people who are burdening you. Does that resonate somewhat? You might want to connect spiritually this month. Especially going into your birthday, because after the 21st or the 22nd, the sun will go into Sagittarius, which will kick off your birthday month. So you think about the month and how much burden you want to carry through, right? I say lay down the rods. Put some down. Let your body heal. I think some of you are feeling like some real physical changes within the body. Maybe some deep tiredness. You're carrying the load, you're carrying the burden, you're carrying some, heavy energy in there that you really need to kind of transmute. It needs to transform. And the sun in Scorpio is the best time to do that. So take some time for yourself, Sag. Get the sleep you need, nourish yourself, nurture yourself, take care of yourself, right? Because it could be a busy month for you. I can see here that starting off this month, you have the Two of Cups and the Four of Swords. So some of you could be fine, really in a good relationship, this kind of soulmate union of love and fun and something is really making you feel really good. You could travel together. You could take a rest. You could, go on retreat, enjoy the soulmate energy. So for those of you who are planning to travel or to take a break, a good time would be your birthday time. I mean, there's travel, there's movement here, there's taking a rest also. So I think coming into the second week, you're going to find that, let me just give this a cut. Let's see what's for. Ooh, you got two. Okay. I'm going to just put these out right here, and I'm going to keep going. Sorry about that. All right, so come second week, you have the Empress in reverse, right? So some communication line for you is kind of upside down. There's either well, how do I want to say this? There's communication that's not happening with others. There could be some arguing, there could be some family disruption, or where you're just kind of feeling maybe some strain, or some of you could be in a relationship where it's taking away from other people around you and it's creating some sense of tension, and maybe your focus is not on them 100% all the time, and maybe they're feeling some of that pressure. But it's a good time to stand your ground, empower you, right? You got to do what you need to do, right? Because it seems like you do a lot here. So the second week, you're going to feeling some impasse, maybe some tension or divide between other people. Know that you're protected. Divine protection is here for you. Call on Archangel Michael. Call on what you need to surround yourself in the light. If you feel threatened, or you feel like people are just "Rrr," they're taking my comfort and my joy and my happiness away, because they're being stubborn or unable to cooperate. So you're going to find some of that energy, but find the space for you too at the same time. I feel like for some of you, relationship, your day-to-day activity, maybe coworkers, there could be somewhere where you need to focus a little bit more. And you could be a little bit all over the place this month, but gain your energy back. Bring it home, right? Meditate. Do some things that nurture and take care of yourself, right? And if you feel like you're not being kind of fulfilled in a way that you feel a little boredom or things aren't going quite the way you want, these are really pretty good cards as far as for you to make that happen. But you do have the Four of Cups, and that is the card of like, everything's offered to me and I do have a lot, but, it's the grateful card. So you really have to look at what you do have, right? Or others have to look at what they do have in you or you have in them. You have to look for that because it's kind of getting lost in too much focus in other things maybe for you for this month. Some of you could have gone through some serious like financial matters, and if that's the case and you've had a hard time with like work or career or job, got to get straight on that too. You got to get your head in the right place and figure out a different way to kind of perceive and look at situations or relationship dynamics. How are you how are you focusing too much or not, or where you're not focusing enough? What aspect of your life is this resonating with you for, But just know that you're protected, and there's the trust card is here. Both of these fell out at the same time. So you have to trust in your own financial future, because the Nine of Swords is saying that you might have headaches, you might not be feeling well. You could be feeling some of this energy in October, right? So take care of the self, nourish, eat right, get on track, get some exercise, do your thing. If there's been any difficulty with finances, you're going to be well on your way by the last week to really be either bringing in more money. I feel like some of you can't work more because you have other obligations that are kind of rearing their head on you, and you just can't get one foot in front of the other. So, sorry about that. For some of you, and I keep having to clear my throat, so I need you guys to speak up and be real and be authentic and get it out. You are the sign of truth. Sagittarius is always about truth, right? So no more Mr. Nice Guy. Speak up to what you need. It's time. Stand up, speak up. If there's any health matters with that Scorpio sun, Scorpio rules the reproductive system, the sacral chakra area to the base chakra of your lower body. Just, take care where that's needed. If you're feeling headaches, sleepless nights, and you just feel like you need to bring it into perspective, right? Try not to overanalyze, but yet try not to, I know it's easier said than done, but this card under the Nine of Swords is very good, even though it's in reverse position. You're worried about money. You're worried about finances. You're worried about taking care or doing everything that's burdening you down, right? You feel the heat of this, right? Because you feel like something is all on you and you just can't do it, and it's kind of closing in on you. Well, you can do it, but you have to speak up, right? You can't just be the go-to that everybody goes to and it's all good, right? I feel a resentment. I feel like you're not being treated as you should be. For where your kind heart is and what you give and how much you do, right? This is telling me all right here that you shouldn't be in this not feeling good. And so take my advice. You take the care that you need. You need to shut down your phone, shut down the TV, unplug for a little bit, get your bearings, do some meditating, some yoga. This would be a good month to do it. So by the time your birthday comes, you feel focused, you have your abundances, you have your Empress, you have your earth, your nature, all your energy coming in to you because you're creating that for yourself. When you don't create what you need, everyone will trample all over it. And you're going to give and give and give until you deplete yourself, and then it manifests in the physical body, right? So get some energy work, have some Reiki done, do things that you can, move your own stresses out of the physical body, right? Transmutate them, throw it up to the heavens and let them take it. And you got the Judgment card here. So you're coming into a time where you get to rebirth and redo, right? And for some of you, you're finding love and happiness, and, maybe others are just not letting you have that, right? So stand your ground, speak your piece, take care of yourself for this month. That's where it's all at. Enjoy. You do have the King of Swords. There's focus, good energy. Your finances will be getting back if you if that's only for some of you. And I encourage you guys, watch your rising sign video. If you know your ascendant through your natal chart, watch that video. It'll give you a little more of like this interpretation of what I'm reading. So, check that video out also. But this is going to bring you back to a time where you can rebirth, redo. You're coming to a completion with either some people in your life, some work environment, or something is coming to a close. Some chapter is closing for you so you can move forward, right? But unfortunately, we have to do the work to make that happen. And if anyone can do it, a Sagittarius can most certainly do it, right? So get ready to, step up and bring on what you need to take on for you, for your family, for you, but, make it work in your favor. I feel like some of you can really, go with the good flow. This is going to be a good family month for you. You're going to see come maybe third or fourth week, you're getting through, you're getting by. Some of you could, get a flu, catch, a couple headaches, a migraine here or there. Just take care of the self. I feel like the focused energy, and you are very grateful for family, for friends, for your money, for your work, for your coworkers. You feel one overall abundant life that you have, right? It's just the lessons we walk. But I feel a new surging of like a new life force energy coming into play because you're going to create that for the month. And know that you're protected, and trust in you. Like, trust in what you have to bring to the table, right? And communicate that and bring it forward. You can't go wrong that way. It's all beautiful, and you got some good advice, some good companionship. For those of you who may be looking for love, this could be the month if you're not partnered up with somebody, right? You could take a vacation or take a rest and actually meet somebody. So that is your reading for the month. I hope you enjoyed it. And as always, if you'd like a private reading for me, I will leave my information in the description box below. And for those of you who'd like to join me on Patreon, feel free to join. Talk to everybody soon. Take care. Have a great month. Talk soon.